Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. And look at him. It's a touchdown.
And people still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap a little over.
Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams coming through the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense comes.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Looking to get it in.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it! And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and a really nice job to set up this offense with good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They knock him. But he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. You think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. This guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your hands?
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. The play action fake. They've got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. At the 20. Inside the 10, and he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barber. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need to win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He's going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. They'll send the back in motion. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. Touchdown Tide! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. Got out of trouble and throws. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. Under fire. He's got an open man. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got his man across the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This is a designed run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here's the pressure. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
What great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skilled position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They started this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These corners going to give them some space. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for second down. Give to the running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Alabama quickly back to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Barber. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Off play action. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the tailback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Got room at the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
And I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche, throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools, in the same state, they hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Running through contact. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback. And he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today.
They're up. Touchdown, Tigers. Special teams proving to be special.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Fires to the tight end. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. That one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. looking for space. It's Lewis. Runs through the tackle. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. End off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Going for the marker on the ground. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. He'll start this drive firing. He rifles one deep down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. Breaks
into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. After the run, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Pulls it in, it's Barber. Got some room to run, and he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Alabama! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They want that clock to run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown time. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than